What's up guys, this is AppleTech752 and welcome to the iPad 3 bypasser. I've been working on this software for weeks and it's finally here. As you can see, all three models of the iPad 3 are now supported, and my favorite part about this app is it walks you through everything step by step. So you don't need to know anything about loading a RAM disk or entering Pawn DFU mode or even deleting setup.app. This app does everything for you so that before you know it, you'll be staring right at the home screen of your activation locked iPad. With that being said, let's jump straight into this tutorial. I'm going to show you exactly how to use this application and everything you need to know. Let's get started. As always, you can download the iPad 3 bypasser tool from my website at appletech752.com. Just click on the downloads tab and scroll down until you find the iPad 3 bypasser link right here. Then you'll find the download button all the way over to the right. You're also going to need the Checkmate A5 Arduino exploit by Sinakuk. So if you don't already have that, then click on download right here. And then as soon as you get here, click on code and then download zip. And once you have those two files, we're going to go ahead and bring them out on the desktop as is usual procedure. Let's start off by double clicking this zip file for the exploit. Then we can go ahead and move it to the trash. And now we're going to rename this one from Checkmate A5 Master to Checkmate A5, just like that. And now we're going to go ahead and double click the iPad 3 bypasser to open it up, click skip. And when we get a window like this, click on File, New Finder window. And in here, we're going to go to Applications and drag and drop the iPad 3 bypasser into our applications folder. And you might get a replace pop-up, but most likely not. Then we're going to go ahead and select a right click and say show package contents. In here, expand the contents folder, find resources, then open up a terminal window. And we're going to type in one command as usual. It's very simple. It's just sudo chmod -R755. Then we're going to drag and drop the resources folder right here. Click enter and type in your computer password as prompted. Perfect. We are now ready to use the new iPad 3 bypass app. So we can close all of these windows. Now go back over to Finder and Applications and simply start typing in the iPad 3 bypasser. And it's going to come up just like this. Go ahead and double click it to open. You can also move it onto your dock by just dragging it down here if you want quicker access. And perfect, here we are inside of the brand new application. As you can see, I have my iPad 3 connected right here. This is an iPad 3 GSM, meaning it has cellular and Wi-Fi capabilities. As is true of any iCloud bypass, you're not going to be able to activate the network after bypassing, even if you have a GSM or a CDMA iPad 3, but you are going to be able to bypass 100% reliably with this app, and the whole process is super smooth. Let's get started. I'm going to select my model as the iPad 3 GSM, and all you have to do is click on Start iCloud Bypass. Here we go. This app guides you step by step. The estimated time is 20 to 30 minutes. Let's click on Start, and now we're going to enter DFU mode. To do that, the app tells us how, but we're just going to hold the power and the home button together at the same time. Then as soon as the screen turns black, wait 2 seconds, then let go of the power and continue holding the home button. And after you've held it for about 10 seconds, you may get an iTunes pop-up or not. That's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and quit iTunes and click on Next. And as you can see, this app is now telling us to use our Arduino, and it actually specifies exactly what CPID we need to use. I've got my Arduino Uno and USB host shield right here. If you don't know how to get one of these, then click that link right up there. That will explain everything. We're just going to go ahead and do everything this app tells us to do. And the first step is to connect our Arduino to our Mac. Just like this, with no device plugged in. And now we're going to open up the Arduino application and upload the Sinakuk Checkmate with the CPID defined as 8945, because that's what it's telling us right here in the app. Perfect. We can go ahead and close any existing windows and go to File, Open, and select our desktop, and then click on Checkmate A5 and select Checkmate A5.ino and click Open. And in here, all we got to do is change the CPID to 8945, just like the iPad 3 bypasser tells us to do right here. And now we're going to click on Upload. And as long as your Arduino setup is correct and you have it connected to your Mac, it's going to go ahead and compile it for 8945 and upload it to the Arduino board. And as you can see, I actually got an error when uploading the sketch, and that's because I didn't have the correct port selected. So we're going to go over to Tools and port and make sure your Arduino Uno port is selected. And now we're going to try to upload it again. This time it should work perfectly. All right, done uploading. Now we can go ahead and quit the Arduino application. And at this point we are on step 3, which is to unplug all cables from the Arduino. There we go, the Arduino has nothing connected to it. Step 4, we're going to unplug our iPad from the computer and connect it to the USB host shield right here. Step 5, we're going to connect the Arduino board to our Mac, just like that. And then step 6 is to wait for that solid red LED. And as soon as we get that, connect the iPad back to the Mac. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and unplug, and I'm going to connect this cable right here back to my MacBook. iTunes might open up again, that's fine, we can close it, and let's click on next. And as you can see, the Arduino exploit was successful. This app is smart enough to be able to detect whether or not the Arduino exploit actually worked and pawn your device, which is pretty awesome. So we'll click next. And this is the step where things get a little tricky. This may fail up to 20 times. Yes, that's right. You may get this DFU escape error anywhere from 10 to 20 times. This error basically means that your device successfully loaded IBSS, but then it escaped from DFU mode altogether and it's no longer recognizable by the computer. And this is a very persistent, pesky error that only exists on the iPad 3. However, this application is designed to diagnose this error, and every time you get an error, it's going to identify it and tell you exactly what to do. And that's why I made it this way, so that you can have an easy time bypassing your iPad 3. So we're going to go ahead and follow all the steps it tells us to. I'm going to walk you guys through it. Let's hold the home and the power button until we see that Apple logo. And as soon as we see the Apple logo, I'm going to let go, and then I'm going to hold the home and the power button again. And as soon as the screen turns black, wait 2 seconds, then release the power button and continue holding the home button for 10 seconds. You may or may not get another iTunes pop-up, and that will indicate you are in DFU mode. So we can go ahead and close iTunes. And next, we're going to redo the Arduino exploit. First, I'm going to connect the iPad to the Arduino. Then I'm going to connect the Arduino to the Mac. And as soon as we get that solid LED, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the iPad and plug it back into our Mac. There we go. Nice solid LED. So we can go ahead and unplug all these cables, and let's plug our iPad cable back into our MacBook. All right, we got another iTunes pop-up. Let's click OK and quit iTunes and click on next. And as you can see, this time it didn't work either, which is again 100% normal, because this may take 10 to 20 times. In fact, you're very lucky if this works in less than 10 tries. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and speed up the video, and I will tell you exactly how many tries it took me to get past the DFU escape. All right, and we finally got it. That took a lot of tries. It was way too many for me to count, but I'll have the number displayed on the screen right now. So you should expect it to take at least 15 to 20 minutes, and then you will get this awesome pop-up that says IBSS loaded successfully. Click next to continue. So let's click on next. And as you can see, it's telling us to disconnect, wait 5 seconds and reconnect. So I'll do that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're gonna reconnect it. And in just a moment here, we're probably going to get an iTunes pop-up that looks just like this. So let's click on cancel and quit iTunes. And now we can click on next. And boom, there we go. We now have the Apple Tech 752 bypass tool RAM disk right on our device, and we are ready to bypass iCloud. Yes, there is a RAM disk on the screen, so we're going to click yes, and let's make a selection. You can factory activate if you want. It will prompt you to open Sliver and take you right to that page, but we're just going to delete setup.app and bypass iCloud. Here we go. It's relaying device info. Let's click OK. And boom, just like this, the iCloud bypass is done. It's as simple as that, guys. Everything is right here in this application, and it walks you through it step by step. So if you're happy with this, then please consider leaving a donation. But what would be an even bigger donation is if you could smack that subscribe button right now, because we are only 1,000 subscribers away from 100K. And if we get there by the end of January, then I will definitely be doing a large giveaway. If you have any questions, feel free to make a community post on reddit.com/r/setupapp. There are tons of people online there who would be happy to help you with any problems or issues you might encounter. And check it out, guys. We just booted straight up to the home screen, and here we are inside of the iPad. We can go ahead and open settings, and boom, just like this, we are ready to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more awesome iCloud bypass content right here on your #1 resource for everything to do with setup.app and iCloud activation lock. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.